guys, welcome to the core conditioning class of the Bendy Box. Let me briefly explain what the core consists of before we start the class. So imagine your core being a belt around the middle of your body. So it's a belt that keeps everything tight and keeps everything protected, especially your spine inside. Don't just imagine it as a belt that goes around like this. Imagine it as a belt that goes around and then also from top to bottom as well. So your core is your abs, your back, your diaphragm and your glutes. They all work together to create your core. It is not just your abs. So the class is going to be evolved around all of those different exercises today. I'm sorry if you find some of these exercises slightly boring. I'm trying to make them as interesting as possible. Usually the ones that are slightly boring are the ones that are absolutely imperative to do to keep your core strong. I hope you enjoy the class. If you have any questions afterwards, you just let me know. We'll start with a very, very brief warm-up, just getting the body moving, and then we're going to do some Superman variations. So nice big circles of the head, guys. And change direction. Roll your shoulders backwards. And forwards. Straight arms backwards. Squeeze those hands together at the back as usual, like I always make you do on the Bendy Box. Change direction. 2 more. 1 more. Okay guys, hands on the hips, knees slightly bent, big circles with the hip. Change direction. Okay, feet together, knees bent, circle the knees. Change direction. Okay, kneeling. Interlace your fingers, roll the wrists. Change direction. And flip your fingers out like you're flicking water off of them. Okay, hands on the thighs, push your chest forwards. Now push your ribs to the side. And then push your chest backwards and round your back, tuck your head in. To the other side and forwards, this time with the head back if you can. We're going to do this in a circle. To the side, to the back, to the other side, to the front. 2 more this direction. Change direction. One more. Okay guys, we'll start the conditioning class now. If you need any more time warming up, just pause it, warm up some more and carry on when you're ready. So we'll start with our Superman variations. They're very different to Superman on the pole. We start on all fours and I want you to do an extreme back bend and then an extreme concave and then find somewhere in between the two. Okay, so it's your neutral. Because I'm super bendy, I like to find a flat back in all these positions because I feel like that's the most stable for me to work it in. So I'm going to find my flat back, you find your neutral or your flat back, whatever you feel comfortable with. Take one leg back and take the opposite hand off. So if my right leg is back, it's my left hand off. And hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So the aim here is to be in a straight line, not to be in an arch at all. And then we're going to touch our knee with control 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 more, 5. Good. Now now take your arm and your leg out on the diagonal, still in a straight line, but you'll feel a different engagement. Good, now bend the knee and bend the arm, but let them hover still. We're going to open the elbow up to the side and the knee up to the side at the same time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then go back to that position with opposite arm out, opposite foot out. Flex your foot, externally rotate your hands, so that means tipping your thumb out to the side. Now try and extend from the shoulder and push that foot down. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knee down, just a couple of circles, a little break, and then we'll do the same on the other side. Okay guys, find your balance, take your opposite leg back, opposite hand off, hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Touches for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Out on the diagonal for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knee, bend the arm. We're going to open up for 5. So arm is opening, knee is opening. 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to that first position. Externally rotate the thumb, flex the foot, keep pushing through the foot, pushing the thumb up to the air. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Okay guys, the next exercise we're going to do is just a breathing exercise, a really nice rest one after this, so we don't need any rest time at all. You should feel like you're getting warm from the tummy pretty soon on, especially if you've got a back warming object on. So for here, we're going to again breathe in. As we breathe out, we're going to try and flatten all of our spine to the mat. As you flatten your spine, I want you to squeeze your pelvic floor, and also this sounds really strange, but squeeze your bum hole as well. Your bum is part of your core as well, your glutes are part of your core. This will help you engage the whole thing. And relax. Breathe in. Breathe out and engage again. Flatten the back, squeeze the pelvic floor, squeeze the bum. Few breaths. Keep that back flat. And relax. Last one, big breath in. Big breath out, flatten the back. Squeeze the bum, squeeze the pelvic floor. Hold for 3 breaths, it's engagement. And relax. The next one, what we're going to do is a dish hold, 2 lots of 10 seconds, and then we're going to go to an arch hold for 10 seconds. It looks like the most simple exercise in the world, but it's actually really hard, and I guarantee you'll be shaking if your core is slightly weak in this position. Big breath in, big breath out, flatten the spine to the mat. Lift the head off, lift one foot, other foot, arms either by the side, up above you, or overhead. Hold for 10, 9, keep that spine flat, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Bend your knees, big breath in, big breath out, flatten the spine, lift those legs, set your arm position, another 10, 5, 2, 1, and relax. Roll over onto your tummy. Legs together, arms out in front of you. So there's no flat back for this one because you will naturally have a little bit of an arch to lift off. You're going to feel this in your bum, your hamstrings and your back muscles, maybe a little bit with your shoulders as well. Okay, so we're going to breathe in. Breathe out, lift the hands, lift the feet. 10-second hold. I'm going to count you in when we get to 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Have a little breather and we'll do that one once more. Okay, you get ready. 10 seconds, I'm going to start counting down from 5, but hold it when we start at 10, okay? And up. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Rolling back onto your back. The next exercise we're going to do is called dead bug. So it's called dead bug because you look like a bug that's been knocked onto your back. Doesn't really look like a dead bug, but it's always the name I've used to refer to it. So the whole point of this exercise is to keep your whole spine glued to that floor so there is no space for any air underneath your back. I think a lot of people forget this when they're working their abs. They arch their back and they don't fully engage their core in the correct way. So bend your knees and lift your feet off the floor. Big breath in, big breath out and flatten your spine. Now take both hands up. If at any point you need to have a rest to reset your spine, you can. And we're going to extend one leg. We're just tapping the toe down towards the floor as we extend the other arm. And change, keep that back flat. So that's 1. Keep looking at the ceiling. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. And relax. So if you're a normal human being, you should be finding that really hard with the correct technique. If you're not finding it really hard, you probably want to assess your technique or congratulate your core. The next one we're going to do, guys, is with 2 knees. So we're not working across the body in a cross chain anymore, but we are working with more weight and more to control. So hands down by the side this time. Big breath in, big breath out, flatten the spine, knees up in the air. Keep your knees apart, and we're going to lower as much as you can. It might not be all the way. And come up with a flat back. 7 more in your own time. Once you've done your last one, feet together, knees apart, have a little break. I'm just checking the lesson plan to make sure I don't lead you astray. We're going to do some bridging next. Most of you have done this in the Bendy Box with me anyway. I use this to warm up my core for my back bending, just to make sure that I'm using the correct core muscles on the back of my body to be able to control the back bend, not just fold into it from certain areas. And I want to be able to do that through range. So bend your knees, hands down by your side, big breath in, big breath out, flatten the spine. Just peel your bum off the floor, so that's your lower back. And then the rest of your lower back, middle back, and lastly upper back. Squeeze your bum when you're at the top, and then control down. So drop your ribs down, drop the middle of your body down, lower back down, and bum down. And we're going to do the same 2 more times and hold it up at the top on the next, not the next time, but the time after. If you feel shaky at any point, that's probably your weakest point and the point you need to focus on the most. Big breath in, big breath out, flatten the spine. Lift the bum, lift the lower back, lift the middle back and the upper back. Squeeze the bum when you're at the top, this will protect your lower spine. Drop your upper back down, middle back down, lower back down, and bum down. One more time. This is the one where we're going to hold up at the top. Big breath in, big breath out, flatten the spine. Lift the bum, lower, mid, and upper back. Bring your feet a touch closer in and raise one leg up in the air. Keep it in line with the bent leg. We're going to lower and raise 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bend the knee, hold it towards the chest. Lower and lift. Good. 2 more times. This one's a bit harder. 2 and 1. From here, hands back down, straighten this leg out towards you as much as you can. Flex your foot, lower that leg down so it's in line with the other leg. Point the toe, drag the foot in, bend the knee, and keep going. 1 more. Keep that bum up. And reverse, flex foot, straight leg, point the toe, shoot the leg down. 2 more. Okay guys, leg in line with the other. Now turn out from the hip, raise that leg by squeezing the bum 3 times. Flex the foot 3 more times. Good, foot down, change legs. Bend and lift 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hug the knee towards the chest, lower and lift. 1, 2, 3. Hands down, straighten, flex the foot, drag the heel down, point the toe, tuck it in. Keep going. 1 more. And reverse it. 2 more. Good, leg in line with the other, turn out at the hip, 3 leg raises with a pointed foot, and 3 with a flexed. Foot down, upper back down, middle back down, lower back down, and you may relax. I know that one's a tough one. Legs flopping out to the side, just bounce those knees down for a second, and then we'll do a small bum stretch. Okay, cross one leg over the other. Hand goes inside the hole and on the outside of the leg. Keep your spine nice and tall as you pull that knee towards you, keeping the other knee turned out. Hold for 2 more breaths. And change. Cross one leg over the other. One hand goes in the hole, the other hand goes on the outside of the leg. Pull that leg towards you. 3 breaths. We're going to do 1 more ab exercise, then we'll change it up with a glute exercise, and then we'll go and work on the back some more. I'm trying to mix it up a little bit so it's not all too much on the same area at once. So we're going to raise our legs up. I will demonstrate it first and then I want you guys just to try 5 in total. So just watch this one. This is a demonstration and then you do 5 in your own time. So we breathe in, we breathe out, we push the spine flat, we lift the bum, we turn the knees to one direction and the other. And then we lower back down. Looks easy, just you wait. No fold in the legs in towards you to help you. Legs need to be pointing straight up to the ceiling. Okay guys, in your own time, 5. Make sure you alternate which side you turn to each time. And relax, roll onto your tummy. Just go into a Sphinx pose to let those abs stretch out after that. Okay guys, remember this pose because we're going to try and do it actively in the next exercise with some back raises and then some leg raises. So we're going to curl up as if we're curling into cobra, but we're going to do it no-handed. There will obviously be a limit that you can't go further than, and then you'll come back down. We're going to do 8 of these, and then we're going to go on to leg raises. So hands hover, we breathe in, we breathe out, we curl up, and we lower down. 7 more in your own time. Keep your feet down. One more. Okay guys, for this one, hands down, head down, raise the legs 8 times. I want you to try and feel like you're not just raising your legs, but you're raising your hip bones off the floor as well. So you're trying to bend from a little bit higher up than just your hips. So 8 in your own time, guys. Make sure you're breathing out as you're lifting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now close your legs. 2 more and hold the last one. 1, 2, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and lower down. Stretch out the back the other way with prayer pose. Okay guys, so now we're going to work glute med. You'll hear me talk about this muscle a lot. So really, it's a small glute in comparison to glute max, which is the big one that gives you the definition on the bum. It's really important for your balance and for your core and for your external rotation of your leg. External rotation means rotating to the outside of your body. So we're going to be laying on the side. You probably will have seen this before. It's called clams. It looks really simple. It's quite difficult if you're doing it correctly. So you want your feet and your hips in line, but your knees bent. You don't want to be rolling back at all. You actually want to be rolling towards the elbow that you're going to rest your hand on your head. Without rocking back and opening the hips too much, we're going to keep our weight forwards, we're going to keep our hips stacked, and we're going to open our knee 8 times. It shouldn't be very much if you're doing it with correct technique. Six, 7, and 8. Okay, straighten your leg, flex your foot, bring your leg forwards, And we're going to do a semicircle shape. So we're going to extend up and then come back forwards. And again. And forwards. We're going to do 5, 3, 4. Really squeeze your bum to get this opening. 1 more. 5. Point the toe. Draw 5 big circles forwards, 5 big circles backwards. With control. 3, 4, 5, change direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and change sides. Feet in line with the hips, resting on our hand on our head, which is on our elbow, without rolling our hips back, so keeping them directly stacked one on top of the other. We're going to open that knee 8 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Straighten the leg, semicircles, so we extend, we come back. 4 more. 3 more. 1 more. Okay, circles forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4. You might feel this in both glutes by now. 5, change direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got baby elephants going down the corridor today. And relax. Okay guys, for the last 2 of the class, we will do these standing. Okay, so these aren't conventional core exercises because often we don't realise how hard we're using our core in this situation. We're going to do squats with the arms overhead, and then we're going to do a balancing exercise to finish, followed by a nice big bum stretch as well. When you're doing this squat, you are engaging the core quite a lot. I think you will feel this, okay? It's a more difficult squat than usual. So when you're doing a squat, make sure your arms stay straight and they stay shoulder width the whole time. We're going to go for 8 squats, raising the arms up above the head as we squat. So legs just a bit wider than hip width, and we're going to bend. 1, and up. 2, 3. Keep that back flat as you can. 4, 5. Don't let those knees go in either. 6, 7, and 8. And have a little rest. The next one, what we're going to do, we're going to do 3 on each leg. Find our balance on one leg. I will demonstrate whilst you're resting. Bend this bottom leg. With your opposite hand to the leg that's down, we're going to reach across. We're going to try and touch. And we're going to come up. Every time you come up, reset your body, engage your core again. If you engage your core when you're doing this exercise, it's 10 million times easier. Okay, let's go for it. So choose one leg to work on for 3, and then we change legs for 3. Bend that bottom leg, other leg back, opposite hand to the leg that's down on the floor. Comes across, don't let that knee go in. And touch. And up. Reset everything. 2 more. Good, you should really feel that in the bum of your standing leg and quite a lot in your core as well. We change legs, we do 3 on the other side. Bend and reach. And up. 2 more. Make sure you're raising this back leg as you're reaching forwards. 1 more. And relax that foot down. Give your legs a little wiggle. Stepping back onto your mat. Find your balance on one leg. Cross that leg over the other. With your hands reach down for the floor in front of you. You really have to fight for your balance with this one too. And bend your bottom leg as much as you can, keeping your foot behind both arms. Don't let it poke through the middle. Here, keep your spine nice and tall. You'll feel a beautiful bum stretch. And straighten the bottom leg. Push the bum back behind you. And drop that leg down. Roll up to stand. Same on the other side, guys. Find your balance on one leg. Knee back. Reach for the floor. Bend the bottom leg. Keep both feet behind your arms. Spine nice and tall here. Straighten the bottom leg. Push the bum back. Both feet down. Roll up to stand. Okay guys, thank you for joining in with the core class. I really hope you enjoyed it. I can't stress the importance of working on your core whilst you're working on your flexibility. If your core is weak, your body is more vulnerable and more likely to get injured.